Mexico City, the Capitanes sport a 7-1 record here at home. So glad you're with us tonight. South Bay has the game's opening possession, and they go inside to Jay Huff.
Typically sets the pace for this Lakers team, and so if they started off with Jay Huff being active, it'll be tough for Mexico City.
The Capitanes respond with some paint points from Kenneth Fareed. What a road trip Jones had. The Dallas native had a couple of terrific showings against the Texas Legends, hit a game winner. Mexico City erased a fourth quarter deficit last time out, and he's got the first 3 points for Mexico City. And the quick response from Shaq Harrison. He was the December G League Player of the Month. Rigoberto Mendoza then rolls in for him, his first points tonight.
Should be shortly, could have been today.
Justin Minaya averages more than 2 steals a game. This is his first, and he scores, plus the foul.
But offensively, he's really starting to showcase what he can do this season.
Rejection from Mendoza. Open 3 for LJ Figueroa, and that's the first trade tonight for South Bay. Minaya from the corner. Manny buries the 3.
They allow the other teams to come back pretty quickly. So if Mexico City can be dominant here on the defensive end and keep a lead, that would be good for them starting off.
Recovers in the backcourt. Minaya with 5 to shoot. Stops and starts, and rejected by Huff. South Bay with number. Kenny off the Capitanes bench misses the baseline jump shot. Down the lane, Javante McCoy out of Boston University puts the Lakers up 2. Jones, step back 3, and it's short. Long rebound ricochets to McKinney. This time Jones drives and lays it in.
You don't see Jones miss those step back threes when he creates space for himself very often, but he was able to clean that one up and get his own rebound and put it in. That's a sign of a good player.
The South Bay bench, a lot of depth here from Miles Simon in his second season as the South Bay Lakers head coach. Rigoberto Mendoza for 2, and he ties the game at 17. Back to work, back to the bucket. Nate Pierre-Louis with his first point for this Lakers team, who shot it at 60% from the field and knocked down 21 threes last time out in a rout of Santa Cruz at home. Here's McKinney, off the window and in. Traded their first and second round picks for their next NBA G League draft. They thought that highly. Nick Lages and company of Mason Jones. McKinney lets it fly and buries the 3.
You know, there's still more veterans on this Mexico City team that have played in the NBA, that have the experience, that know how to lead this team.
Out to the border in Mexico City. Pierre-Louis underneath the foul line. Oliver, quick pass inside, and Swider scores off the glass. Syracuse on a 2-way deal with the Lakers. McKinney drops the hammer, plus the foul.
Baseline, beautiful move, strong to the basket with elevation.
Gail Bonilla in off the bench and misses the runner. Kennedy the other way, and he lays it in.
He's similar to that of a Mason Jones and just the excitement. Like, if he has a great game or a good night, it's one of those games that you're going to remember.
Oh, bad pass taken away by Pierre-Louis, and he scores. 2-point game inside of 2 minutes. Caio Pacheco off the Mexico City bench finds an open Alfonso McKinney, and he splashes in his second 3. For a guy that logged a ton of NBA minutes in his professional career, Kenneth Fareed scoops up the loose ball and gets the second effort to go. Just about everybody that suited up and played had a pretty nice outing in that 152-118 win over Santa Cruz. Jay Huff, his first point since the game's opening score.
Which is a good thing for Mexico City. They do not want Jay Huff to get going. And in that last possession, really, there was just a mismatch. Pacheco was on him.
Against Rio Grande Valley. They go back inside to Huff, and he just beats the shot clock buzzer. 5 on the shot clock. Mendez Valdez hits the turnaround 3, plus the foul for the 25-year-old center out of Durham, North Carolina.
Mendez really making his presence known as he's getting those extra minutes now. Really great shots so far from him today.
The 36-year-old turning back the clock tonight.
Moving down, making sure that Nate Pierre-Louis couldn't get the shot off, and that's what really broke down that possession.
Nice move from the 19-year-old Gael Bonilla.
So this would be a really exciting game if it continues to stay this way for both teams.
Oh, Devin Kennedy buries the 3 against Santa Cruz. Another steal. Kennedy down the lane and lays it in. The early January 10-day contract period open that Mason Jones' days were numbered, but he's still here with Mexico City. Hello, Nate Pierre-Louis drops the hammer plus the foul.
I mean, back in the day, Gary Payton used to play with the South Bay Lakers, and we were used to seeing.
Well, this game's tied at 44. Jones inside. Kenneth Fareed turns around, finds an open Gary Clark, and he buries the corner 3.
I can't imagine him not having one before this season ends.
Misfires on the free throw. Cam Oliver got loose, snuck behind everybody, and lays it in. Mendoza around the Kenneth Fareed screen. Jumper crawls out, but there's Kenny with the tap back. NBA teams that kind of just want somebody to do 1 or 2 things really well for them.
Yeah, he said, you know, unfortunately, it's harder to sell someone that can do so many great things. And a lot of them are Kobe fans. We see someone right now sitting courtside wearing the 24 jersey. I mean, and Kobe goes beyond just the Lakers franchise. So I think a lot of it has to do with that because this Mexico City fan base is super, super strong.
Reigning G League Defensive Player of the Year as member of the Delaware Bluecoats. He's missed both of his free throw attempts. Blocking foul called. You can count it for Mason Jones.
And so if Mexico City can keep them from doing that, I think they have a really good shot of taking this one.
4 on 2 for the Lakers, and Harrison lays it in to tie the game at 52. From the perimeter last time for South Bay. Jones out to McKinney. The extra pass to Justin Minaya, and he buries the side pocket triple. Jones with a head of steam, twirls around and floats it in.
In his absence, the middle has been quite open for Mexico City.
Oh, Swider, a terrific three-point shooter. Nothing but the air above on that one, but Cam Oliver sticks with it. Lead back to 3. Jones put the move on his former teammates and lays it in again. I believe they got Alfonso McKinney on the defensive goaltending. Nonetheless, Rigoberto Mendoza throws it down.
See if the Capitanes can still do that for the remainder of the last 2 quarters.
Jones down the lane. Swider sends him back, but Kenneth Fareed, right place, right time. Jones got knocked over in the backcourt. It leaves Swider wide open, and not a guy you should leave wide open in the corner.
And if you're Mexico City, one guy you want to see get going here is Gary Clark. I think last time I checked, he was 1 for 5 from the field and entered a double-digit lead either team in this game. It's been pretty close.
Kenneth Fareed with a reverse two-hand hammer. Now Kennedy cuts inside the Huff, and he had it knocked loose. Here comes Jones from the line to the lane. Back to Mendoza. One more pass, and it's a score for Gary Clark.
You gotta watch Huff in many respects.
Hamilton picking his way high off the glass, and it rattles in. Still no sign of LJ Figueroa, who's got off to a quick start in the opening quarter, but was shaken up. Haven't seen him since. Harrison with a little razzle-dazzle. be at 7:30 Eastern, NBAGleague.com. Mendoza throws it down again. What a night he's having.
Mendoza is more athletic and just more full of energy than you ever expected at the beginning of the season.
5-point game again. Jones attacks. Minaya fires and puts it in. His third three. McCoy picked up by Clark. They got the mismatch inside, and Oliver scores over the top of the much smaller Mendoza. Pierre-Louis to the baseline, off the glass and good. Pacheco from straight away. Hard off the heel. Another offensive rebound. Gary Clark off the front rim and in. Kennedy into Oliver. Wraparound pass. White off the glass plus the foul. Takes him into the paint. Misses the initial shot. Grabs the loose ball and then has it taken away by Fabian White. Kennedy inside, and Huff cuts the deficit to 1. Lakers up a point. Right by Fareed and off the window and in. 4 seconds separate big clock from small clock. McCoy on the attack, count it, and 1. The rookie, Bryce Hamilton, gets it to go. Jones works downhill. Mendez Valdez for 3. Si, senor! His third trade tonight.
Really shooting daggers from 3 tonight. Impressive.
Hamilton on the pull-up, but he puts it in. Bad bounce pass taken away by Shaq Harrison. South Bay with numbers, and Harrison lays it in.
And you don't want to see a transition easier bucket like that taken from you.
This time Minaya says, I'll do it myself.
As he's coming back from missing so many games, you know, he's getting back into game shape. He's getting back into the flow of his shot.
Oh, what a finish from Shaq Harrison defensively on Mexico City since halftime. See if the Capitanes can make adjustments down the stretch. Minaya drives, hangs in the air, and a kiss off the glass from the rookie.
They're going to need to have their more active players go inside more like that instead of just settling for these three-pointers that they're taking deep and not making them.
Mendoza with a Euro and finger roll. Kennedy finds a seam and lays it in. 7 on the fourth quarter clock. Harrison picked up by Minaya, and the rookie sends him back. Slips by Gary Clark to lay it in. Nice find, and Minaya finishes.
You know, we said it. Mexico City has to have other veterans step up, and even the young guys step up.
Kennedy hits the step back 3. Clark around the shot fake. He drives, and it rolls in. He trims the Lakers lead back to 4. Oliver hands off to McCoy. He had a big third quarter, skips it back to Cam Oliver, and he puts the Lakers back up 6. 12 points, 5 rebounds off the bench for the former Nevada Wolfpack Cam Oliver. Mendoza with another flush. Mendoza on the pick and roll. Attacks again and lays it in. 14 for Rigoberto Mendoza. Mendoza for 3. Si, senor! 1-point game. Mendoza has been the cash cow of late. Jones dishes. Clark for the lead. It's good! McCoy scoots down the lane, loses the handle, Taken away by Farid. It's a 2-on-1. Jones lobs. Mendoza plus the foul. 75 seconds left.
Mexico City's going to have to be careful here, not fouling anyone, especially from 3.
Kennedy misses. Huff couldn't get it on the putback. He's got 20 points tonight. Mendoza, Euro step. Out to Clark. He flashes the leather, takes it down the lane, and floats it in. Right as time expires on the shot clock. And stolen by Hamilton. Kennedy, 3 for the lead. No good. 13 seconds left. 5-point game. Got to be some urgency. Hamilton lets it fly and buries the 3. Many of the players telling them to quiet down for these free throws. And Jones calmly knocks down the first.
It's good to see. He's been 2 for 4 from the line today.
This is the big one to push the advantage to 2 possessions. Jones got it. 4-point game, 4.7 left. Across the floor, Kennedy catches, lets it go. Off the side of the glass, Mason Jones rebounds. And this game is over.